Our top focus remains on the volatile situation in Mozambique. Tensions in the southern African nation are at its peak after the country's highest court validated the results of the disputed October 9 elections. Several protesters hit the streets again as the court upheld the victory of the ruling Frelimo party's candidate, Daniel Chapo. In capital Maputo, angry protesters and supporters of the opposition blocked roads and burnt tires.
We're tired of being enemies, of being the bad ones. The people are being beaten down. We are not fighting. How is it that someone who just finished high school has to fight to get into college?
The confirmed poll results by Mozambique's Constitutional Court put Daniel Chapo at the winning spot with 65% votes. This extends the Frelimo party's 49-year rule in the country. The initial results by the Election Commission declared his win with around 71% of the votes, while the main opposition candidate, Mondlane, received an upward revision to 24.2% of the vote. As per initial results, he secured 20% of the votes. However, he refused to accept the results, calling them fraud and accusing the Frelimo party of vote rigging. The Podemos party leader claims to be the winner of the October election. Mozambique's president-elect Daniel Chapo delivered a speech after he was confirmed as the new president. In his address, he struck a conciliatory tone, promising to reach out to Mondlane.
Once again, respecting what the Mozambican people are saying, that they want electoral truth, that they don't care about being governed by someone illegitimate, illegally. The Mozambican people demand that we remain firm, that we don't stop our struggle, and that we remain united and strong.
Opposition leader Mondlane, however, remains adamant against the poll results. He has vowed to continue his struggle and bring out the electoral truth.
Muito bem, estamos em direto.
Once again, respecting what the Mozambican people are saying, that they want electoral truth, that they don't care about being governed by someone illegitimate, illegally. The Mozambican people demand that we remain firm, that we don't stop our struggle, and that we remain united and strong.
50-year-old Mondlane is in a self-imposed exile since two of his associates were shot down in Maputo in October. It is unclear when he will return. However, he has been calling for an uprising and mobilizing protests through social media. Several of his supporters have been demonstrating nationwide ahead of the Constitutional Court's ruling. He threatened chaos and called for a complete shutdown. Mozambique has been on the edge amid weeks of protest poll violence. At least 130 people have been killed. Most of them were opposition demonstrators who were shot by security forces. Cities, mines, borders and ports have also been affected by protest action. Operations at Mozambique's main border with South Africa were also halted temporarily. This caused a major economic loss for both the nations. The unrest has disrupted some major business operations as well, while the economic outlook for the country has been downgraded by the International Monetary Fund. The chaos is also ensues at a time when a powerful cyclone Chido has hit the country, causing destruction, disease and hunger. It has claimed over 100 lives in the region. So while Frelimo's long reign continues in Mozambique, question remains: how will it tackle the cloud of challenges looming over it? Now, for more on this, we are joined by Botomelo Bensonio Kane, who is a political commentator and an associate professor at the University of South Africa. He is joining us live from Pretoria. Mr. Sorekane, welcome to Firstpost.
Let me greet yourself and to the viewers.
The opposition has still refused to accept the Constitutional Council's decision, which retains the ruling's Frelimo party as the winner. Can the opposition still challenge the council's decision? And will this plunge Mozambique into greater uncertainty?
Look, the reality of the matter is that the problem that is in Mozambique is not a legal problem. It's a political problem that needs to be resolved politically. And we had thought by now that parties should have engaged one another and to meet one another somewhere in between. but clearly that, there is no willingness from both parties to engage. But we have hoped also that SADC and AU will come to the party and try to assist in facilitation of ensuring that there's peace and stability in Mozambique. But clearly where we are, there has not been any movement. Instead, what we've seen is that there's been an endorsement by players, political players and other countries within the SADC region.
Right. How has this disputed election and unrest impacted Mozambique's political stability and its economy?
Can you repeat the question?
Yep. How has this disputed the election and unrest impacted Mozambique's political stability and its economy?
Yeah, look, we all hope that there will be, political stability very soon, because we will know that where there is instability, political instability, it affects also economy. Because you will know that the movement of goods in the SADC region, Mozambique plays a critical role in transportation of goods, in connecting different countries or parts of SADC and other parts of the continent. And then by virtue of, stoppage of transportation, movements of goods are therefore affected. And by implication, commerce or economics is affected. So we hope that this will be resolved as soon as possible so that borders are not affected. Movements of goods passing through Mozambique will become free.
Mr. Senokwane, over 130 people have already died and the streets in Maputo are on fire again. How can the government restore peace? And what role can Mozambique's powerful neighbors like South Africa and regional bodies like SADC play to prevent the violence?
What we are hoping for is that SADC and AU will move fast, including South Africa, in facilitating negotiation between parties, at least to call for calm for now, while parties open for possibilities of alternative ways of ensuring that they are able to resolve the problem. Of course, from where we are sitting, there is a concern that, of course, rigging has been proven. But beyond the proof of rigging, what also has been reconfirmed is that even if there was a recalculation, Chapo will still, win the elections against Mondlane. But what we need to do now is to see both parties maturing and sitting down and building a better future mechanism for future elections, so that what has happened now should never be repeated again. But SADC and South Africa and AU are very, central and critical in assisting all parties.
Mr. Senokwane, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.